The Ring Fanatics Podcast, episode number 36. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere we could be found. Go ahead and follow us over there. Also, apologies for not having an episode next week. Not
That's my
next week.
bad.
Sorry,
That
last
was
week.
last week. That was my
Last
bad.
week. That's all good, bro. It's all
I had
good.
to take my dog to the vet. That was my bad.
It's all
Schedule
good, man. You gotta take
conflicts.
priorities, man. We get it. We get it. And we were supposed to have a guest today joining us for Double or Nothing predictions, but due to miscommunications, it couldn't happen. Hopefully, we can have Matt Panizza on in a future episode, but he couldn't come on this week. So it's just us two today, running through the card of Double or Nothing, happening this Sunday, May 30th. First event they having back with crowd, a full capacity crowd.
I was just about to say, how are you feeling about this pay-per-view
I'm
overall?
excited, man.
I'm super hyped for this
I'm
pay-per-view.
excited. I know they're gonna do big things over there. So yeah, I mean,
You
of
know
course,
it.
as always, you already know the deal with that. But a full crowd now, that would be insane. That's gonna be insane.
Yep.
That is, I had to buy it. I had to buy it. I
Oh,
could
you know.
either way, yeah, either way, I would have bought it anyways. But still,
No,
it's like I
yeah.
can't not miss this.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. This show's gonna be insane.
Exactly. So like I said, as always, for our prediction episodes, I want to run through the card, give our thoughts, predictions on each match that's happening
Also,
on here.
also, this is happening before Dynamite on Friday, so I don't think anything's gonna change. But just in case, this is the card
Yes.
before Friday Night Dynamite.
Yes. I mean, either way, we usually. Oh wait, yeah. Yesterday was Wednesday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is. Yeah. Forgot to mention that too. Thanks for reminding me on that. So Friday, I think it's at 10 p.m. AEW Dynamite is happening, so something might change. So this is what we're gonna basically what we're gonna talk about is what's happening as of right now. We're recording this Thursday afternoon. So I was gonna start off with the Battle Royal, the Casino Battle Royal, but there's a lot of matches on here. So what I'm gonna do is maybe if we have time at the end, we just talk about who we think is that mystery opponent because they're continuing that theme of having one person be a mystery opponent for this
Yeah.
match. So we'll get into that if we have time at the end. But I'm just gonna go through the rest of the matches that we have on here. So the first match we have on here is a match I'm looking forward to. One of the most out of most of these matches is Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo.
Yep.
They're having a weigh-in this Friday night for the match to kind of hype it up. What are your thoughts on that match? Who do you got winning?
This is a tough one. I think Anthony Ogogo is gonna get that dub. I think it's a good way to introduce him
Yeah.
fully to the audience.
Yeah.
Like we've been getting a taste of him here and there, but this is his first like
I mean, it's his first
pay-per-view, right?
first
Yeah.
pay-per-view in AEW, but he has had a
So
few matches before.
yeah, but this is like highlighting him. So I think
Yeah.
it's easy to go with Anthony in this one. I think it's gonna be a great match too.
Oh yeah, because Cody Rhodes,
It's Cody, man.
yeah, I mean, he's been that
Cody.
guy who's basically put over a lot of guys on the roster right now. So if you're
Well,
looking for
that's the part of his job.
yeah, but if you're looking for someone who to do that with, it's Cody. You know,
Yeah.
that's the perfect guy in the company to do that with. So if I know he's gonna help and make Anthony Ogogo look better.
No,
Um,
definitely.
so if anything, I know it's gonna be a great match. I know both are gonna deliver. I mean, and I think he had like 2 matches so far on AEW. And I was okay. I wasn't too impressed, but it's like, okay, I get it. He was used to be a boxer. I think this is his first wrestling match, I believe. I don't know if he's actually wrestled beforehand. But I know I believe this is the first match I've seen or out in a major company.
Yeah.
So with the help of Cody being his opponent, there's no better way to do that with for someone to have improved the roster like he's done in the past.
I will say this though. I am nervous about this match because I
I thought I
actually.
was the only one thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to
Wait,
say
are
that.
you nervous?
A
Wait, why are
little
you
bit. Like
nervous?
I
Why
don't
are you
know. I
nervous?
feel like something's gonna happen. I think something's gonna someone's gonna start bleeding because someone must like
Oh, of
or
course.
yeah.
It would have to be Cody.
If it's a Cody match,
Um,
someone's bleeding. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's just
Someone's
how it goes.
yeah.
It it's like the Ric Flair effect. It just with the blonde hair just makes the blood look more
Yeah.
gory. Um, but I don't know if you have heard this, but there was news out before we went on this podcast. I was gonna send it to you, but I wanted to see your face
I
when I said it.
probably didn't.
Anthony Ogogo broke a rib while training for
Oh
this match. Yeah,
no.
yeah.
But they're
So
still hyping up the weigh-in though.
yeah,
They recently posted something about the weigh-in. Why would they?
yeah.
Oh,
No, because to be honest, I think they're still gonna go through with the match.
you think it's
Now
gonna be
it's
it's probably gonna be like a short match, kind of like what he's done in the past.
maybe like that, or maybe just playing it safe. You know what I mean? Because I'm not
Yeah,
sure like like if it's just like I don't know how serious it is. All
yeah,
I saw was broken, so I'm guessing it's pretty serious.
yeah,
But who knows what they're gonna do? Of course, they still gotta have the weigh-in, even if they do change the match.
yeah,
But I think the match is gonna happen.
yeah. I
I
think
think
it's
the
still gonna
match is
happen.
gonna happen. I think that's the only thing I'm nervous about now. Like how is the match gonna turn out? Of course, it's gonna be a good match. Before this happened, I thought it was gonna be an excellent match. I thought it was gonna be a great match.
Oh
Now
yeah,
I'm kind of worried because they're gonna tone it down, which they should because he has a broken rib. They
yeah,
need to play it safe with him. They don't want to make that like injure him more. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I think this is gonna be a feud that's not gonna end this pay per
No,
view. This is
yeah,
if even especially if Anthony Ogogo has a broken rib. I think they're gonna probably gonna do something with a controversial finish or like like maybe a QT Marshall interrupts, I don't know, or somebody does something where it's like, oh, I want a rematch, and maybe at
yeah,
All Out or at one of their special shows, they have a rematch, and that's like a full on match.
yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna remove this match and disappoint the fans.
No, I don't
I
think so.
still think, yeah, like you said, I think they're gonna still go with it, but probably not gonna be like the match of the night. I thought it
Yeah,
would be, I would have been, but now since you're telling me about the broken ribs, it may be a good match, but not the match of the night.
but now my assumption are is it a real injury?
Could
You know what I
be.
mean?
I
You
mean,
never know. Like
yeah, you
I
never
don't
know.
think they would play with injuries.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it might cause it like
I think they will use it in the match though. They will
no, I
definitely
mean in the
use it.
weigh-in especially, I think they might announce like, oh, you have a hurt rib, not a broken rib, but a hurt
Yeah,
rib, and then they may like cause a little bit more of a story in it.
yeah.
So that way,
And then
Cody
this.
attacks the rib, he hurts it more,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
because you gotta remember he's part of the factory, so
Yeah,
this is gonna go wild. You know what I mean? Who knows when this feud is gonna be like set and finished with?
yeah. I mean, I still think they should have had QT Marshall versus Cody at Double Nothing, but
Yeah, yeah.
again, it's Anthony
I
Ogogo,
think
your
there's
new big
still
signing, so it's like
yeah,
you gotta at least deliver with him first.
yeah. I think that they will do that big blow off match. I think more maybe at the next pay per view, or let this feud with the factory work throughout the summer, and then at all out do the
Yeah,
big blow off match between them two.
yeah, like Dustin, Cody, and then maybe
Yeah, who knows? You might get the family versus the factory.
uh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? You never know.
that's the big headline: the family versus the factory,
Yeah.
and then then maybe that's the all out main event or not main event, but
Oh,
that's
main event. Yeah,
co-main event. Yeah,
one of the big matches on that card.
if you really build up that whole you know storyline throughout the summer, that could be up there. Because really,
Definitely.
Dustin Rhodes hasn't really been a big part of this feud. It's been really Cody versus QT, Cody versus Anthony Ogogo. It hasn't really been Dustin and others. They were in
Yeah.
squash matches, but that's not really a lot. It's mainly Cody versus the Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
Cody's Nightmare Factory. It's his Nightmare Family, his thing, but still, it's others part of it. So I don't know.
yeah, but like I
Maybe,
said, it's still early. Like this
yeah,
feud just started what, like a month ago with the
maybe, yeah,
factory that really started heating up.
yeah,
So it's still at the beginning stages. So they might be added on like throughout as it goes on.
yeah. So yeah, I got Anthony to go in this match.
Yeah, same here.
Same here.
Same here.
Okay. So next match on the card, Brian Cage versus Hangman Adam Page. Brian Cage defeated Adam Page, given his first loss in 2021, I believe. So yeah, now with this match happening at Double Nothing, do you see Adam Page getting his revenge back on Brian Cage? Do you think Brian Cage can upset Adam Page again? Confusing last names. Yeah, I almost called him Brian
Yeah.
Page, but I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's not what's happened to me twice there. But
Personally, I think Brian Cage should win this match. I
Brian
think
Cage, same here, man.
yeah, I think Cage should win this match. Yeah, Page has been undefeated, like you said, until Brian Cage came along and messed up his streak. But like, I don't know, man. Like with Hangman, they're not really. What are you really doing with him?
Yeah,
They're like, I feel like they don't know what's going on with him.
that's what I feel like it's happening with a lot of people in AEW. I feel like with some stars, they don't have no idea what they're doing. I think I said this last time in the last episode we did, I think 2 weeks ago. I know he's in another match, but Lance Archer, they don't know. He's in a match, yeah, he's in a feud, but before then, they had no idea what the fuck they were doing with him. They were just throwing him out there in random brawls and having him be the monster attacking people for no reason. So I feel like Brian Cage, even though he had a great feud with Darby Allen and Sting with Team Taz, but again, I feel like they still don't know what they're doing with him right now.
I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk about Archer when we get there. But I think Heyman should really be in the title picture. I don't know why he's still like in the mid card kind of scene.
Yeah.
I feel like he's already graduated to that stage. I feel like he should be the match everybody wants to see is the Kenny and Heyman for the title. Like you've built it all this time, and now kind of like now Kenny got the belt. You kind of like sweeping him to the side, sweeping Hangman to the side, and he's not really doing anything important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's having matches, he's not putting on good matches, like nothing against him, but it's just he's not where everybody thought he would be. Like he was in the first match for the title, and then ever since then he hasn't really been in the title picture.
I mean, he won the tag belts, and that's you're right. Like it is a
that
story.
That tag belt run was fucking ridiculous. I hated it. We've talked about this. I hated that title run, just putting two guys together.
Yeah, great matches, but again, it was not like not the run we needed.
Yeah,
not the run we needed. But I think as much as both of them need this win the most, I would say Brian Cage. I mean, I think he needs it. I don't think it's gonna lose Adam Page's self-esteem a little bit. I don't think it would, but if anything, it'll boost up Brian Cage more in Team Taz. You have Ricky Starks, who's out with a neck injury for about 3 months, I think.
Yeah.
And then you have Powerhouse Hobbs, who's kind of like still, but also figuring out. So if you give Brian Cage the win, you have a victory over 2 victories now over Adam Page.
Yeah. I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like Hangman needs to win. Brian Cage, I want to see him win because he needs to continue his dominance. He needs to continue that he is the machine. He is the beast of the company and putting a stop to everybody. Hangman is the one that really needs the win, I feel. But I still say Brian Cage.
Yeah, I still say Brian Cage too. I don't think he's taking the L.
No.
But speaking of Darby Allen, I know you mentioned. I think I mentioned him last match. Again, teaming with Sting.
Can we just talk about Darby Allen real quick for a second before we even get into this match? I am so fucking happy he lost that title. I'm so happy. I don't. Maybe he'll change my mind down the road. I don't get the hype around him.
I do. I like him.
You do? I don't understand it. I don't. I'm just like, yeah, he's good in the ring, but like his wins, if you look at all his matches, it goes the same way. He gets beat the fuck down till the last 2 minutes and then squeezes away with the victory. Yeah. It's just
like it's gonna get. That's pretty much what this match is gonna be like. Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page are gonna just beat him down. He's probably gonna be in the match most of it, and then Sting's probably gonna get the hot tag and probably
hot tag, baby.
Like that is the part of the moment where everyone's gonna get hyped. The loudest crowd noise you hear, the loudest pop of the night, right there.
That's a fact. That's a huge fact. Who do you have taking this now?
I got Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. Not because I say them, because I think that Sting might turn heel on Darby, and maybe that can lead to a match at Double or Nothing. No, sorry, not Double or Nothing. All Out in August. And that could be the feud of the summer.
You think it's gonna be that early that he's gonna turn on him?
I think so, because we've seen, I believe it was with the Hardy office and Dark Order. You know, people are trying to get them away from him, and trying not to be with Darby. And I think that could be a great thing. You know, heel Sting in from what I remember from TNA was awesome. But and he had like a little run of heel. I think most of the time it was a babyface over there when he was there. But from what I remember in his heel run in TNA, like it could piss people off, man. He could piss people off.
He was more like a mid guy. He was more like you didn't really know if he was face or heel.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know if he's gonna turn that early.
I think so. I think it could build. I think it could be mainly build around the storyline, like, oh, you're getting all this hype, being like a pretend version of me, type thing.
Oh, I like that.
Like you think you're like a Sting 2.0, even though they're not really in ring similarly. You know.
Yeah.
They still resemble each other. People say,
they
"Oh,
have the same style kind of thing." Yeah.
So it really goes hand in hand. Like, oh, people say you look like me, act like me, whatever. It's like, but you're not me. You're not Sting. You'll never be like Sting.
And you would never be me.
Exactly. And maybe that could be like, maybe that matchup All Out can really be big for both of them.
Oh yeah.
Even though Sting never really needs it, he's 60. For that, he's 60 years old. Do you really think? I'm not expecting like a big brawl, but like still probably help Darby Allen boost up his momentum a little bit. But I still feel like that match can benefit him the most, obviously. So I think that could be the storyline ending this pay-per-view, going into the All Out pay-per-view in August.
That would be dope. I always saw it the other way around, though. I always saw Darby
maybe
turning on Sting. I don't know if it would happen anytime soon, like you're saying Sunday, but
because I feel like it's low-key. They're low-key planting seeds around.
Yeah.
You know, like people aren't going to expect it, but I feel like if you really pay attention to it, they've planned a little. I feel like they have planned a little bit of seeds in it.
Yeah.
Kind of like saying, like I said, they had the Hardy family kind of getting involved in brawls, the Dark Order getting into like John Silver and Sting are kind of like interacting a little bit. Maybe like they're telling him backstage, like, yo, join the Dark Order. You know, that's their slogan, literally. So maybe join us, and then instead of get away from Darby Allen, who's trying to be like you, stuff like that. And then maybe he does, because I think they are going to get someone involved in it if they're not doing anything at all.
That would be kind of sick. That whole storyline, that would be kind of sick. Like Sting turning heel. I love fantasy booking. Sting turning heel and like Darby becoming like obsessed with him and trying to be like him, like trying his best to be the next Sting. You know what I mean? And just, it could be dope. It could be a dope thing. And they could do like stuff that just makes Darby act crazy, seem crazy. You know what I mean? Maybe one week he just shows up to a match with the Sting gear, Sting paint mask, like,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
he's just trying to be him so hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be kind of dope, to be honest.
And then he's like just mocking him. He just sits there up in the bleachers, the rafters, it's just there. Maybe
Yeah.
he comes down to the ring. I think he did come down to the ring once, and what's it called?
Oh yeah, he did like the
He just slid down to the ring in the
I forgot what it's called.
But you know what I mean, though. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, because he came with
Yeah.
his skateboard.
Yeah.
Skateboard. Yeah, I just don't get the hype around him.
I mean, I
respect
kind
him
of
in
do.
the ring.
Yeah.
He could do his thing. I just don't understand what everybody loves about him.
I mean, he's cool. It's cool though. He's just a cool
Yeah.
guy. So yeah, I got Ethan Page. I know we didn't talk about Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, but I have them winning, because of a Sting heel turn and something like that. What about you?
I have them winning because they need this win. It's gonna build them up. I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I like that they put them together and they actually like work. And I think they could be a cool heel tag team that can go around the division and I think they would be a dope team.
Hell yeah. I mean, they seem cool already. They fit perfectly well, even though they both were in former tag teams. So it's kind of weird still seeing them.
It didn't make no sense at first, but now as you see them throughout the weeks, they kind of like fit together and you're like, oh, okay, I could see this happening.
Yeah. So I think it's cool, but I'm still getting adjusted to them. Like, wait, they were just in tag teams.
I feel you, yeah.
So it's kind of like, let me just see how it goes further along. Maybe they win the tag titles. Who knows? But I feel who knows?
So you want to do that next?
Sure. Let's go with that one out of the way then.
Since we're already talking about
if you're already talking about it, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Young Bucks versus Eddie Kingston and Moxley. I got new tag team champs right here. Woo! I got them winning it. I think they're winning. I do.
You have the end of the elite run, like they're. Oh,
I got it happening. I think if this is not the time, then I don't know when it will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I think Moxley and Kingston could be the two to beat them. I mean, it's pretty much. Unless this might be a heel turn. I'm not trying to say every match is going to be a heel turn, but I feel like if Darby Allen and Sting aren't the ones, then maybe it could be this one leading to a Moxley and Kingston match at the next pay-per-view or something like that. I don't know.
That is true. I don't know if this is the end of the elite run, like the elite championship, holding all the belts.
I mean, he still got Omega though, but
yeah. But personally, I would love Moxley and Kingston to win. I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it. And I feel like this could, because I don't know how long Moxley is going to be around. Because I know
he's still got new. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Renee's having a kid and stuff. But your boy, my mind works. I said, boom, this is the way to fit in the TNA, the Impact and AEW partnership with Moxley and Kingston beating the Bucks. And just like, oh my God, what has happened? The Bucks, reigning champions, what's going on? And then losing it in a couple weeks to a team, the Good Brothers.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I didn't think of that. I completely forgot about it.
Actually fits that style. It's a team that, it's a team that actually fits their style and can go up head to head with them.
I completely forgot about the Renee Young. I forgot she didn't have the baby yet. So it's like, okay, maybe he'll win it now. And then maybe in like a week or two, they put up against the Good Brothers and then they lose it there.
Yeah.
Maybe they challenge them for the tag titles at Impact's next show, pay-per-view, or whatever, which is, I think, in next month in June. I think they already had their May pay-per-view already. So I think that if they do it there, and then maybe, even though it might be predictable, but still, it'll be a great crossover thing. The Good Brothers and Impact tag team beat an AEW tag team for their titles at their own show.
Yep.
So I think that could be a great thing to do. Because when I say that Moxley and Kingston are going to win it, I'm not expecting them to hold it for a long time.
Yeah, I
So
figured.
that was the original plan that I thought when I had them winning, because I don't think they're gonna win it for a long time or
No,
hold it for a long time.
I don't think so.
So it might be
I I do think
either
they're
at
a
an
good tag
AEW
team though.
show that they're doing a special summer show, whatever. Maybe Bash at the Beach, or maybe like I said at Impact's next pay per view in June.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah, you
But
never know.
I just think they fit better with them. That would be the
Yeah,
team to beat them. And then this also starts the storyline with the downfall of the Elite slash Bullet Club.
yeah,
And this drives the force between them as they're like, yo, you know what? We're gonna get the belts back for you. And we'll hand them to you next week on AEW Dynamite, which is gonna give you the belts that you guys will be champions again.
also they forced the Good Brothers to lose. Like
Huh?
yo, maybe they forced the Good Brothers to lose.
No, like the Good Brothers tell them, yo, they tell the Bucks, they come up with a plan, yo, we're gonna get your titles back. Because we know you can't beat them and with a superior tag team. Like they throw jabs at them a little
Yeah,
bit that the Young Bucks are like, okay, okay. And the Good Brothers beat Moxley and Kingston for the belt next week. And then after the match, they're like, next week we'll give it to you in the ring. And then this drives this like kind of breaks them up and causes a little tension when they're like, nah, we changed our mind. We're not giving you the belts. If you want them, you
beat
can
us
come and
for it.
try and get them, but we're not just gonna give them to you.
Yeah. Oh shit.
As the heels out healing the heels. It's, you know what I mean? Like
A heels healing the heels.
exactly. And then that's when we get the whole because maybe let's say who are the Impact Tag Champs at the moment? Right now,
I think
I'm
it's
trying. I can't think at the moment.
Rhino, and someone from that group that they're in now.
I have to look this up real quick.
Violent by Design, I think they're called.
Oh no, let's see. To make sure I know who it is, because I'm not even gonna lie, haven't been keeping up with Impact for a while. Where is it at?
It was Finju. I know they recently lost it.
Yes, I remember that. Where's it at? Come on. Where are my champions at? Here we go. VVD. Joe Doering and
Yeah,
Rhino.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You pronounce it how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that
Violent
guy.
by Design, though.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say they're like, all right, you don't want to give us the belts, whatever. They come to Impact, take the tag belts off of them, and then you get champions and champions going at it, winner takes all.
Yeah.
Boom. And
That'd
that causes tension within the whole Elite. And while this is all going on, we see the downfall of Kenny Omega, as we've talked about before.
Yeah.
That will kick off at Triple Mania.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think Eddie Kingston and Moxley.
Yeah, I think it would be dope to see them win. But of course, if you want to keep the Elite going and the heels of the century going, you have them win it. But I think it would be dope to see Moxley and Kingston win it. Who knows? Maybe they'll hold on to it for a while. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
Me neither, but I think it's pretty cool.
Because you can see, and there's so many teams that they can match up against that would be pretty fire. You got FTR, you got Ortiz and Santana that kind of have that history with Kingston. You could play a role in that. You know what I mean? There's so many storylines they can do with that. I think it would be dope.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, man. I mean, them two, it's different because then you get two guys who pretty much are the same, similar personalities, who are going up against these tag teams and they're definitely those type of tag teams who give like an open challenge every week to kind of these new tag teams that haven't gotten the chance yet.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna be that type of tag team. Because they're both baby faces. Everyone's gonna love them after this Sunday. So I think they're gonna be that type of tag team to do that.
I just think they would work so well as a tag team. And like I said, I brought up FTR, which I think would have great matches and also a great story, because it's like, we're old school. You guys are kind of more on the wild side. That doesn't win you wrestling. That's not real wrestling. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you play that into the storyline. And then you also got Santana and Ortiz, who are also crazy, but on a different level crazy than Kingston and Moxley.
Yeah.
They're both insane, just different levels of it. So
Yeah.
you can also play with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
it's
this-
never like it's not a bad call to put it on Moxley and Kingston.
I would go for it with them. I would take that shot. I mean, I don't
would.
think I would.
It is definitely time for the Bucks to lose those belts.
Yeah. So you got Moxley and Kingston winning this match too?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet. Next
I
match.
think we have everybody they're saying so far.
Yeah, I was saying
because it's just like, as a fan, this is what we want to see.
Exactly.
Like
This
I
is what
know
we wanna
people are gonna be like, yo, you guys are always picking the same people, but that's what it is. That's what we
That's
want to see.
Great,
It's not
great
that
mind.
we always,
It's what we want to see. Minds think alike. Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. So next match for the TNT Championship, Lance Archer versus the new TNT champion Miro. Big match right here. Literally two big guys coming in.
I like this match.
Me too. Me too.
This match, you were talking about Cody and Anthony. I think this match is going to be the one that people are sleeping on. People are like,
I mean, sleeping on, yes, but I don't think it's going to be the match of the night, though.
I do. I think it has so much potential that it could be the match of the night. Not saying it's going to be, but it has the potential to wow everybody.
Yeah. Who do you got? Do you think Miro's going to retain it or Lance Archer may take the belt off him? Because in my opinion, I think Lance Archer could take the title off him this soon. I think so. Because there's no way that they're gonna put Lance Archer in a random feud the week before. Then all of a sudden, here we go. There's barely a story around this. And yes, Dynamite hasn't happened this week yet, but there's no story around this. Besides, like I said before, it's basically Lance Archer is coming out every week, not saying a word. Yeah. Just him pointing at Miro and like
him getting held back.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. And he does that to everybody who's the main event of Dynamite.
Wasn't he in the same match last year, Double or Nothing, against Cody for the TNT title?
That was for the first ever TNT championship. Yeah. The first one. So, yeah. And I could have sworn he was in the Moxley and Kingston feud for a bit. I don't know why he's in this feud. Kind of like the match, yes, but like he's just tossed around a little bit in feud to feud.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? He fits everywhere.
Exactly. That's what I was saying before. Like I don't know if they know what they're doing with him. Maybe he's just used as a fill-in for this feud. Maybe this is gonna lead to like maybe Miro versus somebody different for the next pay-per-view or next big show they do.
Yeah.
But maybe this is the fill-in. But I don't think it is. I think people are gonna get surprised. See, maybe Lance Archer might beat Miro. And that causes like him to get angry after and go on like a rampage. And like every single speaking of that, the new show that's coming in August, Rampage.
Yep. I peeped that.
So maybe that causes like I didn't say that because of the show. I just happened to think of Rampage as the first word, but maybe it's like going on destruction, start beating people up, and then maybe at some point they'll get that match, his rematch. But I don't think I think he's gonna get the title off him right now, and then.
You think it's gonna be Archer?
Yeah.
Here we go. The first one that we disagree on. I love Archer. I think he deserves to be a champion.
Yeah.
But Miro has just gotten it. I don't think Miro is just what would you call it? Like a temporary champion. I don't think he's just somebody that's holding it just to pass it along to the next guy. I do think Miro's gonna win, but I think, of course, it'll be a dirty win, and that's how the feud will continue on. Archer will take it off of him eventually, though. Yeah, I just don't think it's happening Sunday. I think it's still like, brand new.
Maybe this does like continue. Like maybe Archer does win, and then this still continues the feud until a couple months from now.
Yeah.
Then maybe it'll take a turn. It probably take a little bit of a break, like for like a month. Maybe like from the end of June it goes on till then maybe for July we don't see it, and then in the beginning of August it continues again, and then it goes for All Out, and then that's when Miro gets his rematch and he wins it back there.
Yeah.
So that's right.
I don't know. There's so many things you can do, man. There's so many things. Now will they do it? But I just think I think Miro is just too brand new. I think he's gonna keep the title.
Maybe, but I have a feeling it's going to be Lance Archer.
Archer.
I think it's his time to get a title. It's been his time.
Yeah, it has
I
been
think
his
they're just
time.
doing this because of the match itself. People are expecting big things from it, and it'll be a great
Yeah,
match. Um, even though it hasn't really had the big build up to it, but I think it's still going to be a great match, anyways.
I told
And
you,
then
I think it
maybe
has the potential to steal the show.
this is probably going to be the start of their build up for the next big match they have.
Yeah,
Maybe it's going to lead to something. Maybe it's going to be like, oh, maybe it's probably going to be like a steel cage match or something, and that's going to be like the main event of Dynamite one week,
yeah.
and the
Because
title's on the line.
my idea would be Miro winning by either distracting Archer, maybe super kicking Jake or something, or doing something
What
that
if
distracts him.
I love heel turns? So maybe what if Jake turns on Lance Archer and joins
No,
Miro? You don't know. We
you
don't know.
never know.
You
Yeah,
never know.
he's like, I'm just tired of you,
Yeah, you're not
tired of
doing
you
anything.
coming out at 9:59 every Wednesday, and I have to hold you
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'm tired of you not doing anything.
The last two
Doing the
minutes of the
same.
shows, you're like, all right, this guy's gonna go crazy right now. I'm gonna go hold him back.
Yeah, he's always mad, man. Just doesn't know what he's doing. But yeah, I feel like maybe that could happen. We never know. I'm gonna say that the
Yeah,
whole entire time.
that's what I'm
We
saying.
never know.
This show is really like, it's really unpredictable what's gonna
It
happen.
is. It is.
Like as we've seen, not trying to compare it, but like as we saw the card for WrestleMania Backlash. Yeah.
I mean, that's why we didn't talk about it at all.
Yeah, that card was just, you knew what was happening. You knew
Yeah.
what was gonna happen. So it's cool that, and I'm not saying that every WWE card is like that. It was just that the last one was. WrestleMania was kind of predictable. You kind of knew what was gonna happen. The only one that was really a shocker was the Reigns winning the way he did. I
Yeah.
pitted both
Both
of
of
them.
them.
And
Both
then
of them.
the Fiend. But other than that, everything else was really predictable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like that this whole card, we really don't know who's really, like, you could kind of see, but it's not straight out into your face like this is who's winning.
Yeah. So kind of leading off top to a different match here that's also predictable to me is the AEW Women's Championship between Hikarushita and Britt Baker. I think it's time, man. There's no way they're gonna make Sheeta retain this time. There's literally no way they can do that. There's no way. Yes, I know things. I know what you're thinking, but
Who you got?
I got
Who you got?
Baker.
You
I got
got,
Baker.
okay.
Yeah, there's no way they're not gonna give it to her. There's no way. Like, are they really? Like, come on, it's simple. The answer is right there. That's the most predictable one, and they should stick with it.
Yeah, it is the most predictable one. She's earned it, man. She's
Yeah,
earned it.
she's been earned it. But then they
Yeah.
keep it on her the Sheeta for a year for what?
Yeah, that was a bad call. That was a bad call. She has had
great matches.
she's had great matches here and there. I'm not gonna say all of them were great, but she's a good champ. She was a good champ, but like you said, it's time.
It's time. Yeah, there's no way they could keep it on her.
It's been time. I thought Brit should have won it throughout the summer. I thought she should have won it when she first came back from her injury.
Yeah,
I think that was the time. But I guess they waited for a big show for it to happen.
Probably.
So I can't really be mad at it. So I do think this is time. Like you said, this is the most predictable match on here. Now, if she doesn't win, I don't know what's next for her.
We riot.
We riot.
I'm buying a ticket to Jacksonville.
If Brit loses, we riot.
Yeah, I'm going to Jacksonville as soon as it happens, and I'm doing.
Nah, but makes sense. She's really like earned it. She deserves it. I think it's her time. But like I said, there's nothing really for her if she doesn't win this.
Yeah, I mean, you can't not. I mean, they've pretty much been doing the same thing. You know, she had her feud with Thunder Rosa, which was amazing.
Yeah,
she's had her feud with Big Swole, also amazing. Don't know where she's at, but also amazing. She's been doing her thing when she was injured. She was killing it. And even if she wasn't competing, she was also killing it, just being there. So I think if you give her the title, If you give Britt Baker the title and have that same type of feud with other women in the roster,
Yeah,
that would elevate their roster big time.
definitely.
Put
And she's
Thunder, you make Thunder Rosa the next opponent for her at All Out again, and have that big crazy feud at All Out. Give all these people like shots at the title. Maybe Chris Statlander, that give her a big push, or other people.
I was gonna say, I think with Baker winning this, I think this could be a big step for the women in AEW.
Hell yeah.
Like I could see Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa match at All Out. I could also see that being like, let's start doing stuff with the women. Let's put them in a ladder match. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see, especially now that crowds are back. Let's see what we can do and try to get the women more involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
they can do that, right?
Yeah, I think we talked about this also like a while back, was the Impact Tag Champs. I think you could incorporate them into AEW and have the champs go back and forth and be like, yo, you want to be with this company, we're going to defend it and show you that your women's division is really trash. But
Imagine
then they really
Britt Baker versus Deonna Purrazzo. That's a
Don't do that
star
to me. Don't do that to me.
Why?
Don't do that
You
to
wouldn't
me.
want that? You wouldn't want
that match would be insane.
insane.
It would be yeah. It might steal the show, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
It might steal the show. It might steal the show. And you could put fucking anybody on that card. You could give me Kenny Omega and Hangman in a ladder match. If Kenny loses, he has to leave the company. Brit
you could do like
Deonna
3 blood and guts matches, 3 blood and guts matches, and it was
still steal the show.
Yeah. So I mean I think it's
gonna open doors. It's gonna open doors for women. Like Hell not saying that Sheeta was doing her thing. She was doing the most that she could, but I think now with Brit, they know that she has a following.
Yeah,
she has a big fan following. People love her, so they could really push her to new limits with the women's division.
If she does win this Sunday, this would be her summer. Like she's gonna probably be the most talked about wrestler in all companies all summer. The matches she can put on, the people she can help out make bigger, the attraction she will get from non-AEW fans would be amazing. Yeah. If you give her that title, big changes will come for that women's division. And not saying it'll be better than WWE or NXT, but it'll be a big thing talking about. I mean, it'll be a big thing talking about. I'll guarantee you that. And like you said, no disrespect to Sheeta, no disrespect to her. Yeah. She's been a great champion, an amazing champion, but it's her time to take the L this Sunday and just give the title to Britt Baker finally.
Listen, the women's division right now is equivalent to the one in WWE. We're having the same champion, the same matches. It's not really anything real exciting. If you put the belt on Brit, it's gonna be more of the NXT vibe that the champ could put on matches and is capable to steal the show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because if you look at NXT Takeover, every time the women's belt is on the line, it's up there. It's up there. It's never been like it's usually 5-6 matches on a Takeover. You're never gonna say that the women's was the worst one. I've never said that in my life because they're always up there, and I feel like Brit can take AEW to that status.
Yeah, hell yeah,
man! It needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Capitalize and
needs. Oh, put it all in caps.
Exactly. All needs to happen.
Needs to happen. Plus, all around, like she could even cut a promo, man.
Exactly.
I love the package. I love the promo that she gave after the hardcore match, and she was like, "Yo, it took Mick Foley 20 plus years. It took me one night to become a hardcore legend." I was like, "What? What a woman!
Exactly.
What a woman!" Even though my son Mick Foley
tweeted
he's sensitive lately. He got some bad takes and be mad sensitive online when people mention him on TV, but she gets people riled up. She gets people riled up.
She made him mad.
All she did was measure him once. She said one line about him, And all of a sudden, I saw that Twitter. And you know what? That's a great heel.
Great heel. Exactly. That's
Great
amazing
heel.
right there.
Exactly.
So I got Brit.
Yeah,
Like
come
I said,
on. Come
pretty
on.
self-explanatory.
Come
Big
on.
no shocker there.
No.
Next match is another match I'm looking forward to, but kind of scared to be honest. Don't know how it's gonna play out, but the Stadium Stampede match.
Ooh, yeah.
Inner Circle
Yeah.
versus the Pinnacle. The reason why I say it's scared, the reason why I'm saying I'm scared
Why?
is because it was reported earlier this month that Jericho was supposed to be out for over a month. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
still going to be in it. Maybe uh, Friday night on TNT, on AEW Dynamite, they might say, oh, I can't compete, but I got someone who could replace me, kind of like what they did with Cody the year before, where they had Matt Hardy kind of replace him.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to compete. I don't know if he is. So
Personally, I think he's going to compete.
I don't know
Because I still believe that.
elbow, man.
Because I still believe this match will be pre-recorded.
That
I
is true.
still
That is
believe
true.
that. I
Yeah, I
still
think
believe
so.
that. And I feel like there's a lot. There's 8 men, right? There's 8 men in this match, right?
10.
Or 10.
It's 5-on-5.
Yeah, 5-on-5. 5-on-5. My bad. There's 10 men. You can do a lot and keep him safe at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do think that the match is gonna end in the ring.
Really?
Because now that you got full capacity, you can't really just show the whole match on screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta at least have them in. I mean, you could do it, but you know people are gonna complain, even though
it's not announced as a pre-recorded.
Huh?
It's not announced as pre-recorded like the Blood and Guts match was.
Yeah, but like
Even though
you saw it last year, you know it's taking place in a football stadium. You bought a ticket for Daly's Place. Exactly. You didn't buy a ticket for Jackson, whatever their stadium is called. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you can't really be mad at it.
Maybe they'll allow some of their fans, not everyone, but some of their fans to go to the actual stadium and be there.
Maybe.
Because there's definitely is. I think that their stadium that they've been using since during the pandemic is part of the field. I think it's like right there.
Yeah.
So if anything, you may see actual fans in the arena.
Maybe.
You know.
Maybe. I just feel
maybe they're gonna tell people like, hey, at this time we all go to the arena as soon as possible, and maybe the match will take place there.
Yeah,
I don't know. Because if, like you said, like yes, it's last year. Like last year was all in the stadium, even though there was no one there. Yes, it is taking place in the stadium, so people have to accept that. Like it's probably not going to be there to watch it live. You're probably going to see a pre-recording of it, so don't be shocked if that's the case.
Exactly, but also like if they want to like please the fans, I guess they can end it in the ring in Daly's Place and work their way there.
Yeah.
I also think there's going to be less kind of comedic relief, if you say, if you want to call it that, because you got the Pinnacle who are really like real old school wrestlers. They're not really like all about the jokes and stuff. Like I think they will do a couple things. I don't think it'll be as many jokes as it was last year. As you had Matt Hardy going into the war to change his personality. You had Matt Jackson doing the what was he? Oh my God, what was he doing? He was going all across the field. What was he hitting him with?
I know it's I forgot the name.
And he was doing a move to someone. I can't remember at the time, but they went all the way across the field and ended in the end zone. I just can't remember what move he was doing. But I know I think it was like a soup. It was I think it was a suplex.
Yeah.
And then he kept like coming back to his feet and just kept going and kept going. I think that was the
then
spot.
Sammy Guevara with the golf cart thing.
Yeah,
and then Santana couldn't swim.
Yeah, there was a bunch of spots that were like comedic and stuff. I think we will get here and there, but not as much as last year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I am excited for this match. I would not be mad if it's all in the stadium because that's
the point. It's Stadium Stampede. It's not supposed to be.
I don't think it'll be the main event like it was last year because they can't. That'd be kind of foul. Well, not really because.
Oh yeah,
because it's not in front of the fans.
Maybe you'll open up the show so that way people can still see. That than the rest of the card in person.
But then also you got to follow that. That's kind of tough.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine following it.
would open with the women's match.
Not maybe.
I think that's a
Maybe.
good way to kick it off.
I mean, maybe the right after it, but like I think the rest of the matches could put on the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just
So
saying.
I don't think if like because they have to start off at least give the people like yes I know people want to start off with the match and see a match desperately, but if you do that with the first match, I think people you can get that out of the way and be like okay then now the rest of the card is in person and now you can see the full card.
I guess I'm worried about living up to that match.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody looks at. At least if it's later in the card, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like that's a way to close out a pay-per-view.
Oh hell
yeah. You know
what
I mean? But also, do you want to end it on that kind of match?
Yeah.
Not in front of fans.
Yeah, I see it either being the first match of the night or the main event.
I can see it being cold,
maybe because I think there's 8 matches plus the battle royal, which is 9. I think it might be in beginning, middle, or end.
Yeah,
because people have to know. I mean, even though they never said it is like it's the name of the match is Stadium Stampede.
Yeah,
and call it Stadium Stampede
what happened
and not
last year.
Exactly. You can't call it Stadium Stampede and have it in the ring. That doesn't make sense. So unless they do have people in the crowd watching it live in person,
who knows?
They take some people and be like, hey, this side of the or whatever, they choose people randomly, have people going around during the match, be like, hey, let's go to the stadium. You're in the crowd for the match.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Have people reacting to it there.
That's just tough to do, man. Especially that they use the whole field. Yeah. Like it's tough to have people in the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna fit the same amount of people in the Daily's place.
No, I know that, but like, would you really want to see that match live?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's, like you said, it's 10 guys. It's a lot going on. Yeah. At least on TV or on the screen, you're following the camera.
Yeah.
And you're looking at all the big stuff that's happening.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Compared to watching it there, and you're smaller. Like, oh, what's going on over there? This is happening.
Yeah.
And they use the whole field. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So people have to know. People have to know.
It makes more sense.
Yeah. So who do you got winning the match now?
In a circle.
I was thinking the Pinnacle.
Ooh.
I think they're gonna go 2-0. I think they might.
Think so?
I think they might disband. I think
that's it for the Inner Circle.
I think so.
Ooh.
I think so. I think it's time. I think they've been built up perfectly in the past 2 years, where it's like they can go their own ways. I would love to see a Sammy Guevara singles run. I would love to see a Santana Ortiz tag team title run. Jake Hager, nah, kind of. But I'd see Jericho on his own again.
But they could have did that shit while they were in the circle. And you think they're gonna do it now when they're just another tag team or just another talent? At least that gave them. I'm in the circle. You know what I mean? That gave to Sammy. Now he's not in a group. Now he's just gonna be Sammy Guevara. You know what I mean? He's just another wrestler.
I think his name is just built up perfectly. He doesn't need to be in a group anymore. I feel like it's been his time to just go. I feel like he's Jericho's person. You know what I mean? It was even, yes, all of them are in the group together, but I feel like the group has basically been behind Jericho and that's it. And Jericho, if it wasn't for Jericho, the group would be nothing, literally.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for them to go their own way, show them what they could do by themselves. Then it'll be better for them.
I don't know, man. I like the Inner Circle too much. I feel
Me
like
too. I mean,
it's one of those.
I hate thinking about it, but I think it's time.
I just think it's one of those groups that is more powerful together than separate.
Yeah.
As you see, Santana Ortiz hardly get love while they're in the group.
Yeah.
Try to do tag matches. I can only imagine when they're not in the group. You know what I mean? So it's iffy. It's iffy. I have Inner Circle though. I think Inner Circle is a group that's gonna be an AEW group that's just around for a while.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll disband.
Yeah.
And
who knows? Who knows?
Tight. I'm gonna be tight.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
So the last match. So what were we gonna say? Sorry about that. You go.
No, I was gonna say I still can't believe they all didn't have champions while in the group.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's
the
all
only person that didn't need one was Hager.
Yeah,
like, he's the body man. So you could have had Jericho World Champ, Sammy TNT, Santana Ortiz tag, and Hager's just the muscle. That's with each of them in each match, just there just in case. You
Yeah.
need muscle.
Yeah. So leading out to the final match of the night, the triple threat match for the AEW World Championship, Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, Pac. What are your thoughts? Do you care about this at all? About your facial
Nah,
expressions? Not
nah.
really.
I could care less. I could care
Yeah.
less.
This might be a quick one. Might be a quick ending to the show.
Cassidy's taking the pin. I
Yeah.
think personally they're building it up that way. He was saying so coming up on Dynamite, Omega's trying to like entice him not to take the title match. So
Yeah.
I think they're gonna go with Kenny versus Orange Cassidy this summer,
Maybe.
which
I mean, they haven't really included Pac in this at all, which is
yeah,
kind of
that's
confusing
what
to me.
which I would love for him to steal the win. But
That's what he's my pick for the winning. I
you
haven't
think
been. I
so?
think he might take the title. If anything, because yes, people are gonna say Kenny Omega is too soon for him, especially with the collector of belts.
I don't think it's too soon. I think what it is that they're
Yeah.
trying to give him all the belts.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're ready for the downfall yet. I
Yeah.
think the downfall, as I said earlier, I think the downfall begins at Triple Mania where he loses that match, and then it trickles down as he loses at All Out, and then the next pay-per-view is Impact Bound for Glory. That's like their biggest pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Well, Slammiversary and Bound for Glory are like at that top pay-per-view status for them, but I think
Yeah.
he'll lose it at Bound for Glory. So he'll hold it for a while, and that'd be the downfall of the belt collector.
And like I no disrespect to Orange Cassidy, I love him, but it's just I already knew it was gonna be like Kenny Omega has a higher chance of winning now because he's in it.
Yeah.
I think if especially for Double or Nothing first crowd back, you expect the AEW World Championship to be defended in a big match. I would have been fine if it was just Pac versus Kenny Omega. That would have been
Yeah.
the match of the night. The
Yeah.
not match of the night, but the main event at least.
Yeah.
Throwing in Orange Cassidy there,
I would have
I
been
think
super excited for that match.
exactly. But I think you're right. I think they might give the win as much as I want Pac to win it. I think they might give it to Omega just so he can pin Cassidy and not have any effect towards Pac.
Yep.
So I I want Pac to win so bad. I love Pac. He's one of my favorite. Like my favorite in terms of favorite singles competitors in AEW. Pac is up there for me.
Yeah.
Like, top
I
two.
feel you. I feel you.
So man, they should have just kept it as Pac versus Omega to make it less predictable for that match.
Yeah.
Because
Throwing
this maybe
Cassidy
who
in there
knows
is
maybe
like
yeah I get it he was number one ranked whatever but really like that you could have had him lose. You could have had him lose the number one contender match. You could have had
yeah. I'm not.
maybe the old prediction. Maybe Andrade comes out after that sparks the feud for AAA.
I definitely think he's showing up.
Yeah,
I
he's
definitely think he's showing up.
Maybe that's gonna be the oh shit thing of the night.
Yeah, that was I thought about him costing him the belt, but I'm like, they're too invested in the belt collector thing in AEW for him to lose it right now.
Yeah.
Like if he loses, like I said, if he loses it down the line, it'll make more sense. Right
So
now,
I'm thinking after
it.
the match he's gonna attack.
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Or maybe
or
before.
Even just come down and have a face off.
Yeah.
And not even say nothing. It'll just fade to black.
It'll probably be like a John Moxley vibe thing when he debuted it. He just randomly walked out, stood face to face with Jericho, even though they won't technically sign him yet. But maybe he just comes out, stands in front. Maybe he has all three belts in him, and he points at the AAA one to be like August, whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah,
to kind of spark the feud between those two at AAA. So that's what I think should happen at the end of the match, not during or before.
But I still have Omega, man.
Omega.
And Cassidy just helped bring it up a notch. That I'm just like, he's taking the pin. He's taking that pin. Who you got?
I want to say Pac. I want to say Pac.
Nah, go with it.
I'm going with Pac.
Who knows,
man? Who knows, man? Who knows?
Because right now they're not building him up. They're not building him up or hyping him up.
Again, Friday hasn't happened. Dynamite hasn't happened this week yet when we're recording this, so it could potentially do something at the end.
But for them to hype him up the show before, this match been like it's been set for a while now.
Yeah.
And they haven't really mentioned him. So he could steal the win. Who knows?
Exactly. Who knows? That's
maybe
the thing. They're taking attention off him. Yeah.
Maybe this. Maybe. I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, I would actually be kind of happy he got a shot and winning the belt.
Finally, though. It's been a while for him, too.
Man.
It's been a while.
There's so many people in that company that deserve more. And
Yeah.
I get it. There's a lot of people. It's a big company. It's like the same with every company. But
Yeah.
I'm at
It's gonna
least
take time for
happy.
some people to get there to the top.
Yeah, but I'm happy that he's at least in the spot and in the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you got Omega, I got Pac. One last thing before we end it off. I know we said we're gonna, if we had time, we're gonna talk about the last opponent in the battle royal. Who do you have being in it? Not winning the match, but who do you have as the mystery opponent?
Oh, the mystery opponent?
Yeah.
Whew, I
Want
don't
me to go
know.
first?
Yeah, who you got?
Ready for this one?
What's
Ready?
up? What's up?
Daniel Bryan. Boom.
Really?
Yeah, I think he might join AEW. I really think he's gonna. I was talking to Matt Faniza. I was texting him yesterday. I think the amount of dream matches he can have over there to end off his wrestling career in general
Oh,
would be amazing.
definitely.
He can go
Definitely.
up against Omega once. He can go up against the Christian Cage, Pac, all these guys there. Then maybe spend like maybe a few years there, retire from wrestling, just do his thing as a family man. Maybe he wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's why. Maybe he wanted to have his contract expire with WWE so he could do other things before coming back. I
Yeah.
think he's that type of guy who, because I believe when Jericho first left, not first left, but last left WWE 2017, his contract expired and he started going to New Japan and all the other places in between. But his contract was open still to where he can go to New Japan and all these other companies and still come back to WWE and just do his thing there. So I think that might happen with Daniel Bryan. He can go to AEW,
Yeah.
Impact, New Japan, and still wrestle at WWE once in a while.
I feel
So,
you.
so I think that I don't think it's his time in WWE will end. And yes, WWE, AEW don't see eye to eye. I get that, but like still,
But if
I
you
don't
look
think
at
they will
it,
let him back.
yeah, if you look at it, they're WWE's open to
Yeah,
doing stuff.
yeah,
Not with working with talent like that, like exchanging talent and stuff.
yeah.
But like as you see,
Just having Daniel Bryan return.
Yeah, like Jericho's on the podcast, right?
Yeah,
Jericho's on the podcast. Jake the Snake is in one of the A&E documentaries. I think he was in I forgot which one he was in. I think the Warrior one. He was like a talking piece. So there's a relationship there that they're not
and it's Daniel
closing the
Bryan.
door
I
on them.
mean, it's Daniel, but
Yeah,
not going
so
to be like,
like
no, you can't come back now after this many years.
yeah, they know he'll bring money. They know
Yeah.
he'll bring money. So I think that's actually a good choice. Personally, I thought I have three people I was thinking about,
Ooh, 3.
which they're not like people
Realistic.
that aren't signed.
What do you
I
mean?
got Rich Swann and Moose are the first two
Okay,
because
yeah,
whoever wins gets that title shot.
but Moose already has a title shot for the Impact belt that he has. So I don't think he's going to go for 2 out of the 3 belts.
He wants that AEW belt. That's what this match is for, the AEW #1 contender spot.
Or Moose does enter it, wins the match, then at when are they facing off anniversary?
I believe so.
I think that, and then at that match he says, "Oh, I want that match to be for both belts instead of just one.
Yeah.
I want to clip the belts now." Maybe that'll be it.
Yeah. And then I also thought Rich Swann because he lost the titles to him. You know what I mean? So that would be perfect for him to come back and be like, yo, I want that AEW title. And then the third one, we talked about him, Andrade.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if the match at Triple Mania became
Both belts.
Both belts.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about that now after I mentioned Moose with both belts. So yeah, that could happen too. That could happen too.
Wouldn't be surprised because now that also helps AAA because now the AEW fans are gonna want to watch that pay-per-view. Like right now, it's already. I'll tell you right now, I'm watching that pay-per-view.
Hell yeah.
But adding that onto it might get more people attracted to it.
Hell yeah.
Because more people are like, okay, I don't really follow them, so if he loses that belt, okay, whatever. Yeah, but it's also for the AEW title.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Now it's like, awesome. Ooh. And you go with the storyline that Andrade's not signed.
Yeah.
Andrade's a AAA superstar.
He can take that belt, go somewhere else.
If Omega loses that belt, what happens to the AEW title?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Now they got to go to AAA to get the belt back.
Exactly.
And same with Moose. If Moose wins it, he's not signed to AEW. They got to go to Impact to get it back.
And it would be a smart thing because then you would have Andrade. Let's say Andrade wins it, you have Andrade running from indie company to indie company, doing all these shows with the championship. But he's not signed.
Yeah, he's not signed.
Like it gives you that like feel that's like, yo, what's going on with this title?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my mom wants to say Andrade and that's gonna happen, but I fully think Christian Cage is winning that.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Christian Cage.
Yeah, it just makes sense. I think he's gonna be the one to eliminate Team Taz in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, same.
Which I'm not mad at. You know me, I'm a big Christian guy. I love Christian. That's my guy. So I'm not mad at it. I would actually, people would hate it, but I would actually like to see him as champion.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind it.
Because it's like we talked about this earlier, that people are gonna be mad because it's a vet holding a title. And it's like
he hasn't been around in years, like 5 years.
Yeah.
So let him come back. Let him fight.
Like every company is doing the same thing.
Yeah, Edge came back. They gave him the title.
If he would have won at Mania, would people have been tight?
I wouldn't have been tight.
Like I would have not been tight either. Goldberg was champion last year. People were tight about it, but that's somebody that can't even wrestle. At least Edge and Christian can still go.
Still go. Yeah.
And Christian has showed that.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's just been sitting around backstage and
just
now
got a shot.
This is his first match. Yeah, he wins the Battle Royal. So I wouldn't be mad at it. I think him and Omega could have some good matches.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I guess we could wrap it up there. AEW Double Nothing predictions. Set this Sunday, the 30th, I believe. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co-host Joel. That has been episode 36 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast, Double Nothing episode, and we'll see you guys next time.
Catch you.